why another problem for consumers could be just around the corner. A tiny silver lining tonight, slightly helping to ease inflation from September into October. Used car prices dropping for a fourth straight month.
It is good news because the truth of the matter is more people are able to afford to get the car that they want.
And salesman Jay Saraski says we're seeing more affordable prices for used cars for a few reasons. The availability of them is coming up slightly, but also
It goes back to people have a budget set up the same way in the housing market. The prices have to come down because people can only afford X amount of dollars.
and also down a touch the cost of clothing and medical care. And food price increases slowed a bit as well. But for holiday shoppers or anyone hitting the stores, there could be some bad news on the horizon. Virtually all of the goods we see on store shelves get to these stores through waterways, rails, around the roads, all powered by diesel fuel.
Person going into a garage doesn't fill up on diesel, but truckers sure do. And what we're seeing now is a shortage of diesel fuel. And ultimately, the cost of trucking gets passed on to the consumer.
And since the pandemic, when the oil market crashed, oil companies haven't invested in refineries, which cost billions. Couple that with the U.S. not importing diesel fuel from Russia right now, and Gary says,
So now what you have is a real supply shortage. You have prices going up. And again, it's affecting the consumer.
so as consumers, what do we do? Gary says it's hard to predict anything right now, so his advice is to sit tight.
It's hard to time it to say go out now and let's stock up on things to beat the increase. What we do know is there have been increases already, and going forward, it's very uncertain.
And as far as big picture is concerned, when it comes to inflation woes, Gary says even though Wall Street may be celebrating right now, for the average consumer, it's still a very, very tough time, and we're far from out of the woods.